Have you ever heard a story that starts, well, really quietly, almost boringly,
Mm-hmm.
and then it twists, it slowly spirals into something deeply unsettling, the kind of thing that just sticks with you?
Yeah, those are the ones, it's often the small, sort of off-key details at the start, the ones you almost brush off.
Exactly.
They lead to the mysteries that really last, the ones we can't quite shake.
Absolutely. And that's exactly the kind of deep dive we're getting into today, the mystery of room 1046.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission really is to sift through the layers of forgotten history, pull out the key facts from our sources.
And try to piece together what actually happened. It's a chilling case and completely unsolved.
It really is.
Yeah.
So let's set the scene for you. Think. Kansas City, January 2nd, 1935.
Yeah.
You've got this tall, well-dressed man walking into the hotel President Obby. Big, bustling place.
Right.
He checks in, gives the name Roland T. Owen. And his first request is, well, it's odd.
Very odd. He asks for an interior room.
No windows.
Yeah, no windows. And you have to remember, back in 35, asking specifically for an interior room, especially for a guy who looks like he has money, it's unusual.
Why is that exactly?
Well, those rooms were often, for quick stays. Maybe discretion was key, or for people who really didn't want to be seen.
Ah, okay.
It immediately flags something. Extreme privacy, maybe even hiding. It sets a weird tone right off the bat.
And that weird tone, it just got stranger.
Hmm.
Roland T. Owen had other peculiarities.
Mm-hmm. The staff noticed straight away.
Yeah, the big one. No luggage, nothing. Just carries a comb, a toothbrush, and a brush. That's it.
Think about that. No suitcase, no bag. It suggests he wasn't planning on sticking around, or maybe he needed to be able to leave fast. No trace.
And his manner. Staff said he was polite, sure, but
Cold. Almost mechanical. That's how they described it. Detached.
detached, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Was he traveling light because he had to, or did he just not expect to be there long?
Who shows up like that? With so little? Expecting to just vanish?
You can just imagine the staff whispering about it. And the maid, she noticed something else.
The room itself.
Yeah. Lights always dim, blinds always closed. Total darkness, pretty much.
Right. And he was apparently always on the phone, whispering.
That low murmur behind a closed door
Yeah.
gives you chills thinking about it.
It points straight to secrecy, doesn't it? The darkness, the whispering calls. Was he hiding who he was? Or what he was talking about?
We don't know who he was calling. The sources don't say. But it definitely wasn't just idle chit-chat.
No way. He was either avoiding being found out or maybe doing some very, very risky business.
Then, January 3rd, things start to get undeniably weird.
Okay.
A bellboy goes up to N46, bringing towels.
Okay.
And he hears voices inside. 2 male voices. Definitely 2.
2 voices. Okay, so not just Owen.
But when he knocks, only Owen answers. Alone.
And he says,
We don't need any towels. We, that's the word. That single word just cracks the whole thing open, doesn't it?
it absolutely does. Who was the we? Who was the other man in that dark, windowless room?
Was it a friend? A business partner?
Or maybe someone holding him there. Given what happens later, you have to wonder if Owen was trying to protect this person or if he was actually scared.
It's a chilling thought. And if that wasn't enough to make your hair stand on end?
There's more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Same night, January 3rd. A man and a woman are seen arguing loudly on the 10th floor, same floor as Owen's room.
Okay, an argument. Was it related?
We don't know for sure, but some sources suggest the woman. Well, she might have been a sex worker known to frequent the hotel.
Ah, so that points to potentially illicit activities happening generally at the hotel, maybe.
Possibly. And here's the real kicker. Soon after that argument, the woman disappears, just gone from the hotel.
Vanishes. Okay, so stepping back, what does that tell us? You've got Owen being secretive, another man in his room, and now this arguing couple, and the woman just gone.
It paints a picture of the hotel maybe being a place for, well, more than just tourists checking in.
Definitely. Was the argument connected to Owen? Or the second man? Or was it just another dark thing happening at the same time? Her disappearance certainly casts a shadow, a long one.
And then came the morning of January 4th. The real horror. The hotel operator notices the phone line to room 1046 is off the hook. Just dead air.
Okay, that's not good. Standard procedure would be...
Send someone to check. So they dispatch a bellboy. He goes up, knocks on the door of 1046. No answer. Silence.
It's a silence.
But then he tries the door and notices something incredibly strange. Impossible, almost.
What?
The door is locked from the outside.
Locked from the outside. Wait, how is that even possible if Owen's inside?
Exactly. It means someone else locked that door after leaving.
Ugh.
Or Owen was somehow unable to lock it himself before it was secured from the outside.
That detail is crucial. It completely rules out things like suicide or just an accident inside the room. Someone else was involved? Definitely.
No question. So the bellboy has to get help to get in. Master key, maybe forced entry. The sources vary slightly, but they get the door open.
And the scene inside.
It was horrific. Just
Yeah.
gruesome. Roland T. Owen is on the bed, barely alive.
Oh, God.
He'd been tied up, beaten savagely, strangled, stabbed multiple
This
times,
is brutal.
and blood everywhere. The reports say sheets, walls, even the ceiling. Just carnage.
Hard to even imagine.
And then the police arrive, ask him the obvious question.
Yeah.
Who did this to you?
Who his answer?
He just whispers. It's chilling. He whispers, nobody did it.
Nobody did it.
Yeah. And then he dies.
Right there.
Wow. Nobody did it. What do you even make of that? That's the core of the enigma, isn't it?
It really is.
You see statements like that sometimes in historical crime cases,
Right.
especially involving gangs or, secret organizations. It's not really denying it happened.
No, clearly something happened.
Right. It's more a refusal to name names, a refusal to betray whoever did it, maybe out of fear, maybe loyalty, a code of silence, even when you're dying.
A code he took to his grave. And the police, back in 1935, they were completely stumped.
You can imagine. What did they have to go on? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No weapon found in the room. Not one usable fingerprint. Nothing.
No weapon, no prints.
And the name, Roland T. Owen.
Let me guess. Fake.
Totally fake. It led nowhere. So no weapon, no prints, no real ID for the victim. It was a complete dead end for the investigation.
It's bad funny.
But it doesn't end there. Months later, another strange twist. Someone pays for Owen's funeral. Sends the money anonymously.
Anonymously. Who would do that?
We don't know. They never came forward. But the florist who handled the flowers,
Ah,
they received a card with the money.
a card. What did it say?
Just 4 words. Haunting words. Love forever, Louise.
Louise. Okay, now that's something. Who was Louise?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? This message, it sounds so personal, so intimate, suggests a deep connection to whoever Owen really was.
But why stay anonymous if you cared that much?
Fear, maybe? Fear of getting dragged into whatever dangerous world Owen was clearly mixed up in? Or maybe just wanting to keep her grief private, hidden.
Her identity could be the key to the whole thing. But she just stayed a name on a card. In the shadows.
It just leaves us swimming in unanswered questions, doesn't it? Even all these years later.
Absolutely. Who was Louise? What was her link to him? Why the secrecy, even after he was dead?
And why did Owen say nobody did it? Was he terrified? Was he protecting someone? Protecting some secret right up to the end?
And that door, locked from the outside. How does that happen with him still inside, alive, even if barely?
What about the second man? The voice the bellboy heard.
Yeah, him. And the arguing couple on the same floor, did they see something? Were they involved?
They all just seemed to evaporate, vanished into the Kansas City night like ghosts.
So when you try to put these pieces together, what theories even come up? What do the sources suggest people thought happened?
Well, the big one is often some kind of gang connection.
Yeah.
1930s underworld.
Makes sense. The secrecy, the windowless room, refusing to talk. It fits that profile.
Right. Or maybe a personal vendetta. A betrayal that led to this incredibly violent punishment.
That's possible, too. Or even a love triangle gone horribly wrong, especially with Louise and the arguing couple potentially in the mix.
Could be. But the truth is there's just not enough solid evidence in the sources to really land on any one theory. It's just fragments, speculation.
It really highlights how secrets could be buried back then, deeply buried, leaving behind just this haunting emptiness.
And maybe the creepiest part for anyone listening, people still stay in room 1046 at that hotel today. It's still there.
Really? They haven't, renumbered it or something?
Nope. And some guests over the years have reported, well, strange things.
Like what?
Weird noises at night and phantom phone calls. The phone ringing, but nobody's on the line.
Wow. Okay, that definitely keeps the mystery alive. Creepy.
It really does. It speaks to the power of an unsolved case like this, doesn't it? All those unanswered questions just hanging in the air.
It's a stark reminder that history isn't just the stories we know. It's also about the gaps, the silences, the unknowns that echo.
So we're left circling back to the core puzzle of room 1046. This strange guest, Roland T. Owen, arriving with nothing.
The baffling, brutal crime scene inside.
The anonymous funeral, the mysterious Louise.
And those final, chilling words. Nobody did it.
It's one of those stories that just reminds you. Sometimes the most ordinary places, like a hotel room, can hide the darkest secrets.
Even the quietest rooms might be screaming with stories we'll never fully hear.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Sometimes the silence tells you more than the words ever could.
Something to ponder, perhaps, next time you check into a hotel. And maybe double-check that door lock.